Support for the protests isn't just confined to the front line. Hundreds of thousands of peaceful protesters are still out on the streets almost every week.
Fight for freedom! Stand in Hong Kong!
To show support, they chant slogans and hold various different protest mascots, such as Pepe the Frog. And no, in Hong Kong, it has no affiliation to the far right, as it sometimes does in America. As well as peaceful protests around the city, supporters have also set up a small shrine next to the Mong Kok police station. Here they show solidarity and mourn the loss of several protesters who've committed suicide or have died from a fall whilst trying to escape the police. We were told that the shrine is also a place to reflect on the violence done to protesters on July 21st, when teams of triads in white shirts were allowed to attack people in Yuen Long for 30 minutes before the police intervened. Protesters speculate that the triads were sent in by the government in Beijing to intimidate them. Instead of quelling the protests, attacks in Yuen Long served as a radicalizing moment for many of the frontliners. We've seen it getting very violent out on the front lines. The police are definitely not holding back. Do you fear for yourself, being out there on the front line?
When you stay on the front line, you know maybe for the next second you are gonna get arrested. Maybe you're gonna get hurt. Maybe you're gonna die. You can't go home forever. So I think every frontliners have prepared for this. There are other protesters getting shot. I would rather be the one who gets shot.
And what point did you decide, right, I want to join the protest?
Since the 21st of July, as you can see the terrorist attack of Yuen Long, and there are a lot of white shirt triads. They attack innocent people on protesters in Yuen Long station, and the government and also the police are doing nothing. So I get mad after that day, and also therefore I want to go to the front line to say about I'm very mad about this. And I don't want to be friend of police anymore. I just don't talk with them anymore because I don't think police are police right now. Police are not protecting the Hong Kong citizens right now. So therefore, I choose to stand out for Hong Kong, stand out for all the protesters.
And do your family know you're doing this?
My parents are not supporting the protest. Yeah, my father, my mother, and my grandmother, they are living with me. So three of them do not support about the protest. They think we are rioters, we are destroying Hong Kong, and they think China is good. That's one of the realest point I've ever seen. They think China is good. They think they trust and they believe in Chinese government. So I did have an argument with them. We don't have a good result after that, and I haven't talked to them. I haven't talked to my dad, especially my dad, after the argument. So
how long ago was that?
About the middle of August.
Wow. Okay, so more than a month.
Yeah.
That must be hard.
Yes.
What do you think about all of the police violence? Some people say, oh well, the police had to do this because protesters are violent as well.
If the police are using more force, using excessive force, and we are gonna upgrade our force, I don't think we upgrade our force first, and they have a lot of gear that better than us. So I don't think the police need to scare about some breaks or something.
And I keep hearing this phrase, be water, and also add oil. Can you explain to me what do those mean and why are they part of the movement?
Be water, my friend, is a quote from Bruce Lee, and it means water can be anything. Water can be hard as ice, and it can be air, and water can flow through anything. If there was a gap, we can get through anyone. So it means protesters don't really just staying here to fight with the police. If the situation is dangerous, you need to stay away from the police and maybe go home for the next protest, because if we lose one of the protesters, that means there are one protesters left during the protest. So we just want to stay together, and we still have a big amount of protesters on the front line, and we don't need to be afraid of the Hong Kong government or even the Chinese government.
And what about add oil? What does that mean?
Add oil. Add oil means keep going, run faster. You're doing it better, just like this.
Okay, thank you very much. Later that day, the Hong Kong protesters held a public press conference in anticipation for October 1st, the 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China.
Testing, 1 2 3 1 2 3 OK， 朋友影完相就可以，我哋坐低開始記者會啦。
Hong Kongers, tomorrow will be the milestone of the movement. In the face of tyranny, we can only fight like it's our last battle. When dictatorship is a fact, revolution becomes a duty. We have learned a lesson from 5 years ago and promised to stick together and leave no one behind. For the past 3 months, we have gone through countless sleepless nights, worrying about our friends' safety, angered by the barbarity of the regime, and moved by the kindness of our fellow Hong Kongers. In this long battle, many of us have been fatigued and hurt by the inhumanity of the police, feared and drawn back by tear gas, rubber bullets, beanbags, live rocks. It is only natural to fear. Fear that our family will be worried. Fear that our futures will be impaired. Fear is our shared emotion. As many comrades have observed, an increasing number of young blood have emerged as frontliners battling tyranny. Will we continue to allow CCP to muffle our freedom with the blood of our martyrs? Give us liberty or give us death. Free Hong Kong, the revolution of our time. Hong Kongers, let's greet them a happy birthday.